Hi everybody, and welcome back to Score on Business. I'm Bill Denny. It's always a pleasure to welcome a guest entrepreneur, and today it's especially fun to welcome Amy Tanksley, here to talk about her very special business, Uncle Classic Barber Shop. Amy's from Omaha, Nebraska, and she earned a BA in finance from the University of Texas, and then moved to Houston and for Duke Energy, and then to Nashville to manage several developments in the multi-million-dollar classification for Asurion. She opened her first Uncle Classic Barber Shop in Brentwood in 2008, and the second one in Belmead in 2009, and the third in Cool Springs in 2012, and I can't wait to find out what's next. Amy, welcome. We're glad you're here. The barbershop business. How did you decide to get in the barbershop business? Are you a barber?
I'm not a barber. I get that question pretty much every day. I don't cut hair. I've never cut hair. And I've actually had no experience in the hair business prior to opening the barbershop in 2008.
Well, that sounds like a wonderful deal. No experience, get right in a business.
That's right. On my husband and I, our very first date, he told me his dream was to open a barbershop because he was frustrated with where he got his hair cut. And I told him he was crazy and that was a really bad idea. And here we are, 3 barbershops later, 5 years in, with hopefully more on the way.
What makes Uncle Classic Barbershop different from other shops?
That's a good question. I would say that we are focused on quality over quantity, and we really focus on sort of, this sounds old-fashioned, but customer relationships and community. That's very important to us. But we're not there. Your haircut is not on the clock, and we're not about moving you in and out as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Well, what kind of niche are you trying to fill? Do you have a special spot of customers you're looking for?
Well, that was part of the original plan was no one says you should be in the middle when you open a business. But we were looking to fill that gap between gentlemen needing to go to a women's full-service salon, that they didn't love that experience and were paying $40 and $50 for a haircut. But on the flip side, their alternative was going to a franchise and paying a lot less, but again, not having a relationship with their barber. So we're right in the middle of trying to provide a quality experience for gentlemen.
I'm curious. So, why do you think you've been able to grow so quickly?
Well, that wasn't the plan. The plan was to open one and to go from there. And frankly, that was all the money that we had. So being able to grow so quickly has very much been a blessing. And I think it's really because we focus on people. And our business is about people. Robots don't cut hair, and you can't get it on the internet. And you can't get it on the phone. You have to get it in your community.
You got to carry the head in there.
That's right. That's right. But we have to focus on our customers and providing them a great, consistent experience. And we also have to really focus on our employees. And in our world, the employee comes first.
Well, that's good. That's important. And do your employees know that?
They do. They do. There's always 2 sides to every story. When someone leaves not having a great service experience. But I have a phenomenal team and they know that I have their back, and yes, I always tell them they come first.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should tell my customers that, but I know if I don't put my employee first,
why not?
They'll never put my customer first.
That's right. You're exactly right. What's changed with the opening of the second and the third stores?
I haven't made as many mistakes. No, I think small business is all about trial and error. I'm sure a lot of your guests have told you that, but I'm one of those people who has learned more from my mistakes than anything else. And hopefully, we opened the 3rd store last year, and not to say it was seamless, but we're getting better as we grow up.
Do I smell franchise around here someplace?
Oh, the F word. People ask us that about that all the time, and I don't know. It's very flattering. A lot of people assume we already are a franchise, and they want to know where our headquarters is. So they are always...
So your house, huh?
That's right. That's right. You think I'm kidding. No, but it's flattering to be thought of that. I think it means we've branded ourselves very thoroughly and that we're consistent, and that's really important. But for now, we're really happy having 3 great barbershops, and if we're able to grow past that would be fantastic, but not at the expense of quality.
You used an important word there, important. What is the most important aspect of your business?
People.
People.
People. And that sounds so silly and sometimes old-fashioned, but I'm a firm believer that numbers don't drive performance, people drive performance. And when you invest in your people and you invest in your customers, those customers are going to send you new customers, and your employees are going to send you new employees.
What do you spend the most time doing?
Hiring and people development.
You do any training or anything like that?
Absolutely. We mandate that training is mandatory at Uncle. All of our employees have to attend at least one training a quarter. We offer trainings twice a month. So ongoing education in both hair and in life is very important for us.
So you try to get your barbers to build a relationship with their customers?
Absolutely, that's what it's all about. It's what barbershop is. And again, it's taking the best of the old-fashioned barbershop where everybody knew the barber's name and everybody saw it as the place to be on Saturday morning or on Saturday afternoon, that community. But the modern man doesn't always have 4 hours to wait around at the barbershop for a haircut. He wants to make an appointment and come in and out. But when you work with your friends all day long versus strangers who come in for a haircut, it's a very different business and very rewarding.
What advice would you give to others who are planning on opening their business?
Oh gosh, so much. But you know what's been great is get help. And I think everyone sort of feels obligated to do it themselves. But having a small business is a community endeavor. And you have to be able to put your hand up and say, I don't know what I don't know. And to toot your horn, SCORE was hands down the most phenomenal resource when we were trying to get off the ground.
Great. Glad to hear that. What would you have done differently if you could go back? Any changes?
Gosh, the million-dollar question, right? Well, you know, I wouldn't trade all of my mistakes because I did learn a great deal. There are a few that I certainly have not made again, but you know, people are very important, and the mistake that I made was when we had someone on our team who was the wrong fit, we didn't act fast enough, and those can be cancers to your business.
Oh yeah.
So if I could go back, if there's anything that I would do, and it's hard to say this, hiring and firing is it's fun to hire, it's not fun to fire, it never is, but when it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit for you or that person.
The quicker you make the change, the better off you are.
I've never regretted any of those changes, only that I haven't done it sooner.
Yeah. What's next for Uncle Classic Barber Shop?
Oh gosh, well, I hope that we'll have a 4th location next year. That's the goal. That's what we're working on. So we'll see. We've got a few things in the pipeline, but for now, it's really having fun and rewarding my staff at the 3 locations that we have. They're doing a phenomenal year. We've had a best ever year, headed into our very busy holiday season. So have a lot of fun, and we'll see where we can go with this.
But if you're not having fun in a business, you're in the wrong business.
That's true, and when it's your own business, that means it's your own fault.
That's right.
So I agree.
You have to make the decisions. Amy, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it. Amy Tanksley here talking about her business, Uncle Classic Barber Shop. We're going to a break now, and when we come back, we'll have the SCORE counselors back here to talk about some questions that you've sent in to us. We'll be looking for you. You stay with us.